The air in Grandpa George's study was perfumed with the smell of old books and a hint of the tobacco he used to smoke in his pipe before he gave it up. The walls, adorned with memories of his exploits, basked in the golden hue of a victory well earned. The Berlin case had been a triumph, with headlines praising the grumpy Grandpa George for uncovering the truth behind the diamonds in the shadows. But as the celebrations waned, a peculiar restlessness had taken hold of George. He sat by the window, his gaze meandering over the lush garden, reflecting on the case that had taken him through the gritty underbelly of Berlin. It wasn't the danger he missed, but the thrill of the chase, the unraveling of a good mystery. As he sipped his Earl Grey, the postman arrived with a peculiar envelope. It bore no return address, but was sealed with an elegant, albeit unfamiliar, coat of arms. Inside was a simple cryptic note: "The Cheshire Cat grins at midnight." A knowing smile crept across George's face. A new game was afoot. Armed with his trusty notepad, Grandpa George stood in the shadows of Chester Cathedral's towering spires. The cryptic message had led him here, to the heart of an ancient city, where the past whispered through the cobblestone streets. His detective's intuition told him that the Cheshire Cat was not just a reference to the fabled character, but a masked clue to this very location. As the clock struck 12, the faint sound of a melody played on an old violin filled the air. Following the sound, George encountered a figure, a street musician whose eyes held stories untold. The melody ceased, and the musician handed George a chess piece, a knight carved from ivory. "For the knight who stands alone," the musician said, vanishing before George could question him. The plot thickened as George connected the dots to a legendary chess set known as the Solitary Knight, rumoured to be hidden within the city, its pieces scattered. As the mystery unfolded, George encountered riddles leading to secretive societies, whispers of betrayal and the echoes of a long-lost love. The gallery was a masquerade of the elite, a place where the wealthy whispered and fortunes changed hands in silence. Grandpa George, blending in with his traditional attire, watched as the final piece of The Solitary Knight was presented. The Ivory King, the missing piece that could complete the set, and according to legend, reveal the location of a hidden treasure. But George wasn't alone in his quest. A shadow from his past, a rival detective thought long retired, emerged as the highest bidder. As the price soared, George realized the true game was not chess, but one of wits and cunning. He couldn't outbid his rival in pounds, but he could in intellect. Feigning a fainting spell, a trick he rarely used, he caused a commotion. In the ensuing chaos, he deftly swapped the king with a replica he had crafted. With the Ivory King in his pocket, George left the auction, leaving behind a room full of confusion. Days later, with the set complete and assembled in his study, the secret compartment in the chessboard sprung open, revealing an ancient map leading to a hidden chamber beneath Chester Cathedral. Within it lay not just treasure, but records of heroic deeds and philanthropy by unknown heroes of the past. Grandpa George didn't claim the treasure. Instead, he chose to document the stories, adding a new chapter to his legacy. For him, the true reward was the hunt, the unraveling of a good yarn, and the knowledge that even in his golden years, Grandpa George was still the sharpest mind in the room. There you have it, another mystery solved by Grandpa George. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time.